A bigger born-again courthouse went up in 1836. Messrs. Lackland, Douglas, and Kennedy helped to buy a $200 parcel just to the north owned by Andrew Hunter, a lawyer. This symbol of town pride reigned as the B&O Railroad brought business to the region from Baltimore and Ohio until the trial in 1859 of John Brown for high treason for his raid on the Federal Armory in Harper's Ferry. A nation, tearing but not quite divided, was riveted on the downstairs courtroom where wounded but unbending Brown spoke his cause right up to his death. The county clerk, Thomas Moore, wrote, "In November 1862, after repeated efforts, I succeeded in getting the court to remove the public records and went with them to Lexington, Rockbridge County, where they remained until the war ended in 1865, when they were brought back." The proud courthouse would fall with the South into ruin. On October 18, 1863, Confederate General John Imboden surprised a Union garrison commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Simpson in Charlestown. "I went out and saw approaching on horseback with a flag of truce in his hand. 'Halt! What do you want?' 'General Imboden demands the unconditional surrender of the town,' said Simpson. 'If he wants it, tell him to come and take it.' In about 5 minutes, the gentleman came back. 'General Imboden requests that you remove all the women and children from the houses in the vicinity of the courthouse and jail, as he intends to shell the town. This shall be done, but it will take about an hour. You must think we are foolish.' A shell struck one corner of the courthouse, and glancing from against the log palisade, exploded. Every shot they fired struck the courthouse. A third shot entered it, and exploding in the palisade of the upper story, wounded the adjutant and one private. There were from 10 to 20 shells that struck and exploded in the courthouse and around it. Sunday, August 21, 1864, James E. Taylor, an artist with General Sheridan's Army, wrote, "We passed to the courthouse to view the 6th and 8th Corps after their arduous work in holding Early in check on the Smithfield Pike. It would require an inspired pen to truly picture the intensified emotion and gloomy silence that pervaded the ranks of the musketeers as they moved by the old Temple of Justice in the growing night, all in marked contrast to their elastic steps on a bright morning a few days earlier, when, with waving banner, the martial music and voices that inspired the song, 'John Brown's body is a harbinger of victory.'" In 1869, a visitor from Chicago walked down Charlestown streets and wrote, "The ruined courthouse and jail have been despoiled by soldiers to make quarters. The roof is reduced to a few beams. The whole interior is torn out, and the edifice has now only one floor, a cellar, and to speak truthfully, the cesspool of all the vagrants of the village. To look into the interior is to feel revolted, yet to say, 'This place is cursed.' But pride and hope spring eternal, even from a cesspool." At another celebrated treason trial in this rebuilt courthouse, that of minor leader Bill Blizzard in 1921, townswomen demurely vied with news reporters for the prized 150 seats in the courtroom. According to an account in West Virginia Encyclopedia.org, Blizzard's trial was the first in a series of related trials arising from the Battle of Blair Mountain. Miner John Wilburn and his 2 sons were tried next and found guilty of second-degree murder. Cabin Creek miner Walter Allen was then convicted of treason, and the judge ordered that Frank Keeney's trial be moved to Morgan County, where Keeney was cleared of the treason charge against him.